Very important part of our future, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one last question, what do you want to be when you get older?
Psychiatrist?
An athlete.
What kind of athlete?
Soccer.
I want to be a pharmacist or an engineer.
And I don't know what I want to do anymore. I want to do everything. Something that probably use numbers.
Hi, I'm the founder of Canadain. My name is Emma Martinen, and when I get older, I want to go into space sciences. I really love biology and astrobiology. I find planetary science really interesting, but I'm also really interested in private space companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, Boeing, and the engineering that goes into rocket ships like the Falcon Heavy or the New Glenn, and they're really phenomenal rockets. I wanted to start Canadain, one, because I'm seeing all the innovation that is happening around the world, and yes, Canada is a part of it, but I feel as though we need to become even more involved because we do have the potential to do so. There really needs to be a change, and there can be a change. There just needs to be someone to stand up and say, it has to happen now, and I really hope that I can stand up and I can make that change.
Canada has been involved since the beginning, cooperating with the United States in the 60s with Alouette, 70s, 90s with the space shuttle, the last 20 years on the International Space Station. The miniaturization of computers is such that it's opening the whole solar system to us. And logically enough, everybody's starting with the moon, not just to visit, but to go start staying. And Canada needs to be a part of that.
I also started Canadain because I want there to be an opportunity for me in my own country when I reach the age where I'm actually going to be looking for a job. I didn't even know that there was a Canadian Space Agency till about 3 years ago. And at first I was so excited because I was like, yes, the two things that I love most come together. But I kind of realized, well, the Canadian Space Agency is doing things, but also not really. We were the 4th country to put a satellite into space, and it functioned for 10 years. It was only supposed to work for 1 year, and it went for 10 years. We were the first country to record Sputnik's beeps. You know, we did a lot of really cool things. We even had a rocket program. But people don't know about that. We have the potential to become that leader in aerospace, so why aren't we taking the opportunity to do that? It's important that we do, and I'm excited. I'm excited that I'm gonna be around to see us do it. And can you name one Canadian accomplishment in STEM or aerospace?
Like Roberta Bondar going in space, being the first Canadian woman in space?
No.
And
No. I'm not sure.
I can't. Like, I like space, but I don't really read that much about it.
In aerospace or STEM?
No.
No.
Oh my goodness, we have made numerous accomplishments. First off, in having satellites up in orbit. Also, we have a communications satellite. We've contributed to NASA and our more Canada arm and a TROC arm that helps with different space missions.
Do you think investing in space exploration is important for future generations?
Yeah, I definitely do, because if you take one country's exploration into space, usually that leads to the benefit of, like, yeah, humanity and our knowledge of space, but then again at the same time, like, I think it's important for countries to have their own sort of integrity in those sort of investigations.
I think investing in technology is really critical. That is very much a rising sector.
Well, why wouldn't it be? I mean, the United States and other countries, Russia and countless other countries are putting a ridiculous amount of funding into doing that so that they can learn more about the planets and use the resources of other planets that are around us. I think it's kind of important that we focus on that and enable other future generations to work within that field within Canada.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because we're killing the Earth.
Our planet cannot support us forever, especially because of all the terrible things we're doing to it already. There are many threats that we have to face today, like global warming or overpopulation. Using technology that is created by space agencies will help us better understand how to protect our planet and the things that inhabit it, like us. But what about Earth? There's a lot of problems going on. Shouldn't we try to fix them? And my answer to that question is absolutely. But a way that we can help fix problems here on this planet is through innovation that will occur at space agencies if we invest more time and energy into them. Right now, most space agencies across the world are underfunded. NASA's annual budget is $21.5 billion, but don't start flying out of your seats. The US budget for their military is $686.1 billion per year. That's more than NASA has gotten in its entire lifetime. And the same thing happens here in Canada. The Canadian Space Agency's annual budget is $260 million. In the past 17 years, the Canadian Space Agency has underspent planned spending of $802 million. Now, some of that money was reprofiled for different projects, but there was still lots of money that was left just kind of sitting there. Canada's annual military budget is $25 billion. See the difference? The Canadian Space Agency lost an amazing opportunity to partner with NASA on the W-1st missions, all because we lacked sufficient funding. Canada is losing amazing and intelligent citizens who are forced to leave the country to find sustainable jobs in space sciences. The Canadian Space Agency is really only focused on two things. One, maintaining our astronaut program, and two, the RadarSat mission. Another problem at the CSA is the weary structure and lack of transparency. Honestly, the Canadian Space Agency's budget needs to rise by at least $1 billion over the course of 10 years. This concept is gone into further detail in A Vision for Canadian Space Exploration. This link will be down in the description. If the Canadian Space Agency does not make a change soon, the leadership that Canada plays in space sciences will be gone. Canadain encourages you to get involved. Please check out our website and read some of our resources. Try to educate yourself on space exploration and the Canadian Space Agency. Tell your friends and family about our organization. Remember to always get excited about space exploration and innovation. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!